After a 6-month trial, Samsung Electronics Vice Chairman Lee Jae-yong has been sentenced to 5 years in prison for bribery, perjury, and other offenses. Though it convicted the Samsung heir, the court found he had not actively initiated the bribes, but responded to solicitation by former President Park. Lee Ji-won starts us off.
Found guilty of charges of bribery, perjury, illegal transfer of assets, concealing criminal profits, and embezzlement, Samsung Electronics Vice Chairman Lee Jae-yong has been sentenced to 5 years in prison on Friday. In deciding the fate of Korea's largest conglomerate's de facto leader, the court said a portion of the $6 million fund that was used by the daughter of Choi Soon-sil, former President Park Geun-hye's longtime friend, was bribery, along with Samsung's support for Choi's alleged foundation. The court also said Samsung illegally transferred its assets to provide funding for Choi's firms abroad. With a number of allegations against Lee being upheld, the court also found him guilty of perjury for denying the charges at a parliamentary hearing earlier in the year. But despite the guilty verdict, the sentence has been much reduced compared to the 12 years that prosecutors had recommended earlier in the month, with the court giving Lee the least amount of jail term for his charges. The court said that Samsung had reluctantly complied with former President Park's request for bribes, rather than actively giving bribes in exchange for what it wanted. Samsung Group's de facto leader was accused of providing and promising a total of some $38 million to foundations controlled by Choi. The prosecution claims that in return, Lee secured government support for the merger of two company units, through which he cemented his position as the next boss of Samsung Group. However, Lee's lawyers said that they cannot agree with any of the court's decisions on Friday and that they will file an appeal. Lee's lawyers have been claiming that Lee was not involved in making day-to-day decisions for the group and that the payments were signed off without his knowledge. The prosecutors also said that they will file an appeal so that Lee gets the stronger punishment they say he deserves. As former President Park and her confidant Choi are the alleged recipients of Lee and Samsung's bribes, the court's verdict, which saw Lee found guilty of bribery, is very likely to affect Park and Choi's cases too. Lee Ji-won, Arirang News.